live on YouTube. First time in a long time. Oh. I need to pop open the chat. How do I do that? Go to latest live stream, see comments, go to video analytics. Can't I just go directly? I'm live now. Alright, here's my video of me being live. Pop out the chat. Okay. My microphone volume, can I boost it? Seeing if I can boost my microphone volume. I don't think I can boost it. Surely through what's it called? OBS. I should be able to boost the microphone volume. Properties. Use device timestamps. I don't know what that means. I guess I'll need a new mic at some point, but until then, this will have to do. Am I still live? I should be. Yes, I am. I guess. Okay, where are my Discord buddies? Live on YouTube, working on the game. Maybe I should post this into announcements. Alright, that should do it. OBS. Cool beans. There's going to be no music in this one. So I had a pair of headphones, studio headphones, and I've been using them for a few years, and they're really cool. But what happened was, one night I was listening to music while lying down on my bed, trying to fall asleep. Sometimes I like to listen to, some music to just to help me fall into. I like having music ride me to sleep, if that makes sense. But in any case, I had the headphones on. They were low on battery, so I had them plugged into my power bank with a reasonably long cable. And then the next thing I know, when I wake up and put my headphones back on, I notice that they're broken on the hinge. One of the speakers is flimsy. It's flopping around as if like a plastic bearing had snapped. And then I found that the right speaker just simply wasn't working at all. And so one speaker's not working and the other one's snapped off and is wiggly. And so somehow I've destroyed my headphones in my sleep. So I'm thinking that I've rolled on top of them while asleep, and squished them with my body or squished them with my head. But in any case, they're kind of broken and it sucks. So I'm without headphones. I'll have to look at getting another pair, which sucks because I have also lost my earbuds, which I use for a backup, and I also use them when I go to the gym to exercise, so that I have headphones, but they're not huge. So my earbuds, I've also lost them. Feeling like a bit like a loser. And my glasses as well for seeing in the distance, because I'm a little bit short-sighted. I've lost them too. So I've lost a bunch of things and I've broken a bunch of things. And I'm not feeling really good about it, because it just means that I'm going to have to dish out more money. More money that I don't have. The good news is that I'm working on a new game. It's going to be a short game. I'm doing it. It's like a month-long game jam, kind of. I'm doing it in the month of. I've got to have this new game finished by the end of January, so that I can submit it to a Newgrounds competition. I'm pretty excited about that, because this Newgrounds competition is to celebrate the end of Flash, per se. And as you might have heard, Flash is no longer being supported this year in the browser. That means the Flash player and all the cool Flash games and Flash movies that we know and love no longer work in the browser. However, there is a Flash emulator that's being developed called Ruffle. And it's being made by a few, by some really talented people that are associated with Newgrounds. And it's quite impressive. So what it does is it emulates the Flash player, but it runs in HTML5. So that means you can just make normal Flash content, upload it to a website that is Ruffle enabled, and then instead of using the Flash player, it just works magically without the Flash player. And it's quite impressive, I must say. It's actually, it renders graphics, well, in my experience so far messing around with Ruffle, it renders graphics much faster than, I think, much faster than Flash ever did. It's not as good with running code. I can't throw as much code at a Ruffle game as I can with a Flash game. But I can throw a shitload of graphics at it, it seems, so that is exciting. And what I'm working on here is an effect for the game. I really want this game to be, like, as an animator, and as I classically do, I want my games to be like beautifully animated. That's like kind of like the most important thing right now for this project, especially because I've only got 1 month to do it. That's not like a boatload of time or anything. I wonder if I can reposition this to get a view on the Wacom. Yeah, a view of me on the Wacom. That would be nice. What am I gonna can't do about this webcam. If that goes there, there we go. Now we can kind of see. For such a long cable, Jesus. Don't. Oh, maybe it's not that long. No, it's not as long as I thought it was. Put that there. Put that there. Put that there. Fuck you. It keeps moving around. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Fucking goddamn it. Pardon my French. Ugh. I just want the camera to show that I am like on a Wacom. Yeah, bring the screen forward. Alright. Comfortable. Daniel's comfortable. Reasonably comfortable. Fuck. Don't think I need my Actionscript panel open right now. I just want, I've got Flash on this screen. Alright, back to business. So I need to fill in, lock this layer. That's going to be a guide. Convert the frames to 2s. Yeah. Now, just a little bit more prep. Okay. Perfect. Now I can go in and fill the fire with glorious lines, or glorious shapes rather. Fill it in. So this effect there is going to be broken into 3 separate clips. So I'm filling in the fire that is in front of the character right now. I'm going to give these names. So this is front fire lines, and this is front fire fills. This layer is backfire lines, and now a new layer, backfire fills. Copy the frames, paste the frames. That can be red. You just can't see what I'm doing right now, but I'm just making my layers nice and neat. Alright, cool. And this is impact effect, and I'll just make that a white layer. Alright, now slightly dark, slightly lighter grey for the backfire. Actually, just for the sake of visibility, I'm going to make this fire kind of orange. So we know that orange goes behind the character and black goes in front of the character. Now, I've heard that the developers of Ruffle plan to support gamepads, which would be cool. Because Actionscript 2, from what I understand, it never supported gamepads, especially in the browser. Maybe with Adobe Air, they might have supported gamepads. And I remember because when I was making Rearmed, the early days of Rearmed, it was an Actionscript 2 project. And I tried to get gamepad support included into there by bridging the Actionscript 2 and introducing a portion of Actionscript 3. So the AS2 project would load in. It would connect to a separate AS3 instance that would handle the gamepad inputs, and then the main AS2 game would read that data, and then I was able to introduce gamepad support into the Actionscript 2 version of Armed Wings Rearmed. But the problem was that just wasn't perfect. It was laggy. The bridge between the AS2 project and the AS2 project and the AS3 project, there was a delay. It started off as instant, so you would get your inputs straight away, but then after like, a minute or two of playing, it would start to like lag fairly intensely. Ah, Fixer90, it is you indeed. Welcome to the stream. Working on a new game, a game for January. Another browser game for Newgrounds. Armed with memes, indeed. I hope that more good memes will be made from this game. I'm sure that you and the community will come up with all sorts of funny stuff. Hopefully, probably, almost definitely. I'm working on a death animation right now that involves a fiery explosion. I've got the rough line work down. Now I'm just going in and filling in the colors of the fire. This is going to be an Armed Wings game, a game based in the Armed Wings world. I haven't settled on a name for it yet. It won't be like Armed Wings 4 or something like that. It'll be more like Red Moon or Culmination. It's going to be more of like an actiony kind of, a twitchy, actiony, arcadey kind of game. So don't expect tons of levels or anything like that. But it will be really fun. Yes.
Oh, sorry. Are you off the lower?
Yes. Oh, my stomach. Okay. I just had to pause the mic then because I was doing a 10-second long fart. Fixer90. I mean, 90% of the game will be from me, probably, until the game's community really takes off. Yeah, pretty much. You do a good job, though. You do good. All we need is you. We don't need anyone else. Ivana in Rearmed when? I don't know. Maybe this year? Maybe? Or, hear me out. I make a new game with just Ivana as the main character. I think that's a cool idea. Because, I can put Ivana into the game, but, I don't think she's going to get played a lot, I feel like she'll get played once and then that's it. Because, there'll be no meaningful story for her. She'll just be kind of there. So what I'd rather do is make another Armed Wings game with her, or like a DLC or something like that. Anyway, we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. Daniel doesn't know. There's no plans. I've got some of animation for her, but that's about it. I think I chose a bad time to start streaming because I kind of need to take a shit. I must have eaten something unusual because I've needed to take like fairly frequent shits the last few days. I know like it's not everyone's cup of tea to hear about other people talking about their shit, but it's just such an important thing to me that I can't help it. I want to share it with everyone. Because I don't subscribe to the idea that people don't enjoy hearing about it. Like, they might just be trying to save face. Like, oh, don't talk about your shit. Don't talk about you in the toilet. It's gross. Is it, though? Is it really? The Bright Eternal. That's a cool username, man. That's really cool. More Armed Wings games sounds awesome. Yes. Yeah, I think it sounds awesome as well. Oh, this is going to be so sick. I can't wait to get this into the game. In some ways, this will have better animation than Rearmed. And it's all new. It's all new characters, all new enemies, all new environment. It's going to be a very, like, the style's actually different. I call this my pencil draft style. Because this is how I sketch really quickly. I don't... before I do like any cleanup or anything like that. And I've always wanted to make a game that feels sketchy. I've actually always wanted to do a game that is, yeah, it feels like a pencil work or line work or something like that come to life. I feel like this is it. I will be changing this orange. I won't be keeping this color orange, although it does look cool. But there's no reason for this enemy to emit an orange flame. The only reason why it's orange right now is just so that I can contrast it to the fire that is sitting on top. Not gonna lie, when I played Fixer90 says, when I played Armed Wings 1 to 3 a decade ago, I thought they were way more popular than they really were. Glad to see you're still making them. Oh, I'm glad as well, thanks man. They were actually very popular. They weren't the most popular Flash game, but they were played a lot, and they were sponsored by some big players in the Flash game industry at the time. Some very competitive publishers. I mean, Armed Wings. Ooh. I've counted the numbers before. I'll be here for a while. I can take photos now. Yeah. Later? Yeah. Alright. I don't think they were as popular as Epic Battle Fantasy. That was probably more popular. I better... And that dude, Matt, who worked on Epic Battle Fantasy, he was more active than me as a developer, so I think he was able to like grow the base a lot quicker. Armed Wings 3 on Newgrounds. 1 million people played it. Now that's just Newgrounds. The website, the game was published on so many websites. I'm wondering if I have a way of checking your projects. Maybe if I go to your projects. Armed Wings 3. Team tools, preview API tools. Save data, flash ads, official URLs, version control, scoreboards, medals, save data, stats. Okay, here we go. All time. Host. Total views. Alright, here we go. I'm not sure if you guys can see this. Let's zoom in. So this is just Armed Wings 3. This is not the rest of the... Oh, bloody hell, what's this fucking thing doing? Just Armed Wings 3 on armorgames.com, played 1 million times. Congregate, 1 million times. Whatever this weird website is, I don't know, this is some sort of IP. 762,000 times. Max Games, that's the guys who sponsored it. Roughly 700,000 times. On Newgrounds, it thinks it's had 500,000. These numbers is like, they won't be 100% accurate, but it's a good ballpark. Newgrounds actually lists this game as being played 1 million times on Newgrounds, but over here in the back end I can see that it says it's tracked 461,000. Note Doppler, another 170,000 times. So all time, roughly speaking, Armed Wings 3, 12 million plays. It's been played roughly 12 million times. So, yeah, I think Epic Battle Fantasy will probably find that it's been played way more times. But Armed Wings 3 was quite successful. I do wonder how that compares to... the other Armed Wings games. Armed Wings 2. I'm not sure if I can if I have that kind of detailed data for Armed Wings 2. I do not. But Armed Wings 2 was played on Newgrounds 347,000 times. Culmination I'll have data for. Let me have a look at Culmination. Now I'm just curious for my I'm just curious to know my numbers now. Let's have a look. API tools, stats. What stats did I track? Version, Sun Studios. Okay, all time. It's about as successful. 12 million actually. Culmination. So Culmination did kind of as well as fucking Armed Wings 3. Did quite well on Chinese websites, which is why there's quite a few Chinese players in Rearmed as well, I suppose. Now, I do wonder about this one, Rearmed Trials, the newest one. Ding, ding, ding. API tools, stats, host. All time. Yeah, I did put stats in Rearmed Trials. So, what is the total? $1 million. I'm pretty happy with $1 million. Rearmed Trials came out like, fairly recently, and Flash games kind of aren't really a thing, but I still managed to get 1 million plays out of that, so that's kind of sick. 1 million people got to get, you know, it's basically a big ad for Rearm, so that's kind of cool. Right, anyway, let me show you guys this animation, then I will take 2 minutes to do something very quickly at home, and then I will be back. So, let's see, we have, boom. I'll just go through that slowly. So you got your main hero, girl, and then the enemy wraps himself around her, and she's all stuck, and she's like, oh shit, because the fire's building up, spinning around her as well, and then bing, 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 bang, and then I'm going to have a big tower of flames just going, so that'll be pretty cool. Alright, now, give me a sec, I will be back in less than that. Pardon me. Back in 2 min. I'll first read this comment though, this last one. Culmination was the first one I played, and I had mistakenly thought it was the first one, so the story was very confusing at first. Oh yeah, of course. But, you know, sometimes that's the best way to do it. Some of my most favourite TV shows and cartoons and movies, I've watched I've like started in the middle of the series and then worked my way back. Game of Thrones, I think I started at season 2, and then by the time I was into season 3, that's when I like fully loved it, and then I went back to season 1. Same with so many things actually. Okay, give me a sec. Elijah says, "Hi, Daniel." Hi, Elijah. Random question for you when you get back. What does the final result of that one 3D Nintendo logo you were drawing on your stream, last live stream, look like? I think that was almost 2 years ago. Oh, okay. Well, if you go on my Instagram, you'll see it. Let's do that. Instagram.com/Super Sun Studios. There it is. So, yeah, it looks good. I'm quite happy with it. And recently, I did the sequel image, PlayStation logo. Next up is the GameCube. I can't wait to actually do the same treatment to the GameCube logo. This one only got 43 views, so I'm kind of upset about that. Maybe I should put it on ArtStation. I think it's actually got... I should put it on Newgrounds, actually. It's got a shot at getting front page. Oh, so much things I should do. Most important thing, getting as much as I can in for January for this game. Oh, dude, I can't... Oh, this is going to be so sick. Oh, it's going to be so sick. Oh, damn it. Page up, page down, page up. Hiya.
What's this color of the like light color?
What about this one?
Color.
I think
Yellow? Yeah. Light color, okay? Light brown, yeah. That's kind of light brown, you know what I mean? Yeah. It means, yeah, light nearly to the white.
Yeah, this is kind of tanny. Yeah, this is alright.
So I can wear that, say, this one. And
That's nice.
yeah, okay. Doesn't matter now. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't matter really, you know. I pretty feel of it, you know.
Yeah, I think you'll be alright.
The best of the 10 best, I'm going
Just helping my father choose clothes for some family photos that he's going to be doing tomorrow. So excuse me if I'm just randomly, my attention's here and there. But that, you know, this is life at home, right?
no, it doesn't matter. I pretty feel of them, you know. He's a busy, you know. Yeah, he's a busy at the moment. So
Yeah,
yeah.
but I think that's good. I'll take a picture. I'll send you photos.
Yeah, because all right, yeah, okay. So how will you like me to do the photo?
Where was the clip that I was working on?
Minutes?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Quickly, I'll do it quickly though.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Half hour, yeah, okay. So I'm make a video where I change in here. Make a picture in here or in the outside. Yeah, okay. Bye. 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 So actually, you want to wear
let me know when it's ready. Oh yeah. Boom. It's because you haven't wore them in a long time. Getting old, mate.
Yeah, and you're getting too old.
Alright.
Yeah. This one? Oh, that's better. Put like this, you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay? Yeah. Alright. Put this all here. And then put this one on. Yeah. That really works good too. And that one's and I think some other things are on in there. And then I think they are really the color one. Yeah. Matthew's wearing polos top as well, she said. What? Actually said Matthew's wearing polo. Some lamb ones. Yeah. Alright, and then sharp you pick this one. No, I think it's sharp you pick this one. Okay, and there it is. Alright, I'll send them to her. Oh my goodness. I have to call your mom, you know.
Why?
Go with me or not.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You go with me, it's better, you know.
No, that way you don't have to drive by yourself.
No, one car driving safe.
What's up? Alrighty, Ashley.
Actually, this one is very nice too, you know.
Yeah?
No, I'm not aware that, you know. This one is
That
very,
one's nice. Bring that one. Yeah.
yeah. That one is very nice too.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, my goodness. Thanks, huh?
No problem. I'll show you them as well.
Huh?
I'll show you the photos if you like.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. That one is very nice. It's very relaxed. And another bloody old man.
No, you're alright. You're alright.
Ah.
Alrighty. Family business taken care of, hopefully. Okay, now we just need... maybe a shape like that. A couple frames of some file wobbling. Doing frame by frame fire is pretty fun. So this blue shape here, that's the previous frame. And the way that fire, the way I like to kind of make fire sort of progress in the frame by frame sequence is that like I hug the edge of the previous frame, like so, and then I just dig deeper on the inner line, like that. And so if we toggle between those, see it kind of moves like so, and then I'll do another one. Right, once again I hug the edge and then just dig it even closer in. And then on the next frame, this is when I'll start to break it apart into smaller shapes. So it goes boom, 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 boom. Alrighty. RF Caspi, yo, keep up the good work. Thanks, man. I will. I'll keep up as much good work as I can. Right, now let's dig in like that. Bring this flame line in. That one can go. I think like that should be okay. No, I need to fatten that out. Move this flame up a bit and some like that. I want to introduce some like holes, so I'm gonna like put a gap in the fire and then have that kind of move around and cut into the edge, expand, break a hole in the flames, push this shape out like so. And now this is its own little rogue flame. Yeah, that's moving nicely. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I'm so excited for these impact frames. Like having these stars kind of quickly kind of pitter patter. It's cool. You see this kind of effect a lot in anime, ding, bang, but not often in games. So I'm excited to introduce that to my work now. Might do a few more, just a couple more frames of this fire moving, but I don't want it to do a full loop because I want to snap away quickly after you get blown up. I want to cut away to a different scene, but I might need a couple more frames of this fire before that scene change occurs. Nice, it's looking good. Oh, it's a snap away. Never mind. I guess the flames will dissipate when nothing will be left. Yeah, it's a snap away. So like we're gonna see the big explosion, tower of flames, and then it should kind of like maybe flash explode again to a different scene. And what I envision, this is the game over scene where you get the option to quit or retry. I think it will look something like this. Let me bring up a new document and kind of draw it. I want it to be like in a dark space, kind of like you're dead, you're in a void now. And then I want to have the girl character she's kind of like, you know, just sort of knocked out, floating in this spacey dark void. Her cape is kind of like, you know, animated, slowly kind of moving. And so yeah, she'll just be kind of like hovering around, and then, you know, the menu will pop up and it'll be like retry or quit. And there's probably going to be like cool little particle effects, like little glimmery, little not quite like stars, but something like that. That's the idea. Okay, back to fire. Boom. I'm gonna have it kind of do a second explosion, and that'll be it. So I'm gonna fatten out these the bottom part, kind of make it go out wide. Push this flame up quite a bit, so this part pushes out like that, and then that part kind of shoots up, and these parts kind of get skinny. And then we need another frame of that, but like not too different, just kind of like an easing out. Squish these in, push these bits out. And now that's ready for like a big kind of bing where we push out in all directions. So that'd be like boom, boom. At this point, we probably won't see the girl or the enemy. Like after the stars, it'll just be fire. Now, this tool that I'm using, you won't see anyone else using this tool because this is something that I wrote. It's a modified line tool. Line tool is in like this kind of line where you drag a line and it shows you the preview of where your line's going to be. It's modified in the sense that it puts down, like, it continually adds a point to wherever your mouse is, and then it automatically fills in that shape, which is the coolest. I never underappreciate the ability of like less mouse clicks to do things, because I mean you can do what I'm doing now by using the brush tool to make your outline and then changing to the paint bucket tool to fill in that outline. But when you're doing, you know, clicking to change tools, it's yeah, it's not a big deal, but when you're doing it hundreds and hundreds of times, that compounds and it adds up. Do you know any programming languages besides Actionscript? Yes, I do. I know HTML. I know a little bit of JavaScript, whatever that means, because JavaScript is kind of broad. I know how to use it for the web. I've done C# with Unity. The thing with programming is once you've learned one programming language, especially when we're talking about something like ActionScript 3, which is, you know, quite similar to JavaScript, which is quite similar to C#, you kind of know them. You kind of know how to program in general. It's really the principles. I know the principles of programming, so I could probably have a fairly easy time learning anything. I just need like a manual per se, just where I can, or even not even a manual, just Google. I just Google methods. Like for example, what's a good example? In Unity, to oh, thank you. What's this? A pen?
Pen, beautiful.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have it.
On my pen, I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought you used it before.
It's a good pen. Yeah, so like transform. If I want to like move the X position of my object to the left side of the screen, well, that's it in Flash. It's, you know, X plus number pixels, and in C# with Unity specifically, it's like slightly different. You need to reference the transform. So you go like object dot transform dot position equals new, and then you insert a number, or a vector rather. But yeah, Google. You just like Google, how do I do this in you know, whatever language. But basically, all the like syntax is very similar. You know, your if statements where you put your brackets, semicolons, variable declaration. It's fairly straightforward. It's fairly straightforward to jump from one programming language to another. Actionscript 2 is different from Actionscript 3. It's very similar, but there's a lot of the methods are quite different. Like the way you add objects to the stage with Actionscript, the way you create new objects is very different in Actionscript 2 than it is to Actionscript 3. It's better in Actionscript 3. Almost everything's better in Actionscript 3. But AS2 does have some nice little quality of life, just like things that you don't need to worry about. It's easier just to like remove objects, for example. You can code directly onto an object as well, which is kind of nice. Whereas in Actionscript 3, you can as well, but it's, you know, there's a little bit more work in setting up everything. But once you set up everything, it's a lot easier in the long run. Whereas Actionscript 2 is not easier in the long run. It kind of gets more confusing the more complicated your project becomes, because it's so loose, and then just, there's no yeah, it's very loose. And also because Actionscript 2 is such an old language, it's hard to like find information on the internet about how to use it. Some of the more complex features as well that weren't, I mean, I'm sure they were all documented, but yeah. Getting through these shapes slowly. There is still a whole bunch of art that I need to do. Each enemy is going to have a unique death animation, and a unique kill animation. So when when your player gets killed by an enemy, it's different. It's like a little cutscene almost. I don't want to show you guys too much of what I've done for the other enemies, so I don't want to spoil everything. But it is kind of similar. Now I've got a new enemy that I added in last night. He's like this little running guy. He like pops out of the ground and he runs towards the player, but he like increases speed. He spawns further away. He takes longer to spawn, but he accumulates speed as he runs forward. And it's kind of fun to keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't get you by surprise. He needs an animation, an attacking animation. So I might work on that next. There's still some environment art that I need to do, so I'm going to maybe quickly throw some of that together as well. Mountains in the backgrounds, etc. Hey Dan show, how do I say that? Theta, the first part of the animation. Okay. Alright, so here it is. We have the attack, the player death. Boom. I'll go for it slowly. So you got the girl, and then the skull enemy wraps himself around her, binds her like so, and then summons flames from her feet, which then also wrap around her before it goes black screen, star, 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 bang, and then a big tower of fire, dark fire. Teu theta. Teu theta is a common method. I like that. Yeah, I can say that. I'm glad you like the fire. It's a lot of fun to do, I must say. I'm using Adobe Animate to create the animations. Adobe Animate is Flash Professional. It's the new name for the software. This is the latest version of Animate, so I've got all the new features that I enjoy. Create the animation in Animate, and then I bring those files over into the old version of Flash that lets you program in AS2. So new animations created in the new Flash, bring them over, paste those animations into the old Flash. That's my current workflow. Now, because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, this is the animation without the fire. Snake wraps himself around her, and then they just freeze in time. I'm going to, I need to adjust that because I don't like how they just suddenly freeze. And they need to move a little bit. Yo! Oh, you ate the whole thing. I'm glad, man. You know, I'm live streaming right now. They can hear me talk to you about noodles. And they should know. They should know. They can't hear you because I've got you on my ear. But they should know that I'm talking to my best friend who's telling me about noodles that he just ate, because this is a thing we do. We go out, we find food, we eat it, and then we talk to each other about how awesome it is. Yeah, which one? Hello, you cut out for a second. What you say? You still cut out. This is not good. You must. Yes. All right. Bye.
Call ended.
Okay. All right. What we need to do is get rid of the fire, and then extend this animation of the girl and the thingy. Previous frame. Cool. Alright, which layer am I going to draw her lines on? There it is. So let's have, I want to move her a little bit back towards the right. Move this arm a little bit down. Maybe I'll move the chest more than I'm moving the legs. And move the head the most, so she's actually moving from the tip more than she is from the base. Different pronunciations are the natural product of taking your name from a Greek word used by Latin speakers, spoken. So this is a Greek name. Is this? Does that mean you're a Greek person? I can only assume so. Alright, so wriggle. Now find the layer that has the spine line work. Oh, it's all done on one layer. Okay, bugger it, it's fine. can't really see what I'm drawing with this color onion skin. Let's make it orange. Onion skin is the preview of the previous frame that was rendered in blue. Now I just changed it to orange so that I can see my blue lines a bit more clearly. Another one of the more useful features that has come into Flash since it was changed to Animate. Okay, now his neck kind of creeps forward, so I'm going to continue that motion where his face is getting closer to her face, which I think is perfectly terrifying. I'm just going to copy and paste the head, bring that forward. Cool, not bad. I want to have a crack at pronouncing that again. So that's Teutheda. Teutheda. Is that good? Teutheda? It's the scientific name for squids. Ah, I like that. That's cool. Yo. Hello. Yeah, that's why it wouldn't be working. Car parks are no good. Anyway, I'm glad. I'm working on this new game that I'm doing for January for Newgrounds. It's a new Armed Wings game per se. Yeah. Well, it's like a spin-off game, but it takes place in the world of. Oh, what did you start? Oh. Oh, that's wicked, dude. What the fuck? Games production. So what are they teaching? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, gold. Oh. I don't know. There's so many names before going gold. Yeah, there's terms. Yeah. I mean, I guess every studio probably uses slightly different terms, but yeah, that'd be something. But that's cool, man. That's awesome. How long is the course? Yep. Oh, that's exciting. I like this. I do. When does it? And now it's already started. Ah, yeah. Alright, cool. Very good, my friend. Very good. Yeah. Maybe you can. You're learning things. You should do producing. Yeah. You should. Get in there as an associate producer. Yeah, I think so. Yep. This game that I'm doing, I should bloody I'm doing it for the Flash thing because it's for a Flash comp. But then, like, maybe when I'm done, I rebuild it in Unity real quick and then try and bloody get some of that platinum sales. You know? You know? I don't know, yeah, I was listening to this thing where they were talking about, like, how cool would it be if there was a Punisher game, and I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah, that's where I went, and they were just talking about fucking Punisher. If wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, that was an hour and 50 in. Yeah. Yeah. And it took what, 10 minutes? 10 minutes. Yeah, that's ridiculous. He's like, oh yeah, you better believe I'm getting this right now. Went on the store, bought it for, $2. Oh, Jesus. And then someone else, like, he got the platinum in 10 minutes, and then, like, someone fucking sent you a message and goes, oh, you know that they also do this game as well. More than one game that had, like, a 15-minute platinum in it. Ya Allah. $2. Yeah, yeah. Thousands of people are buying it. That's it. And it takes you fucking 10 minutes to make. You know, you could make a piss shit game that, you know, you can platinum real quick. I could show you how to, like, throw crap together in Unity or something. Well, that's the other thing that I was going to do, have a look at, like, basic Unity. Yeah, man, why not? Yeah, like, if I do, like, production, yeah, I want to have basic Unity skills as well. Yeah, you do. It would just help to, you know, be able to, yeah, know what's up. I could full teach you, man. We should do sessions like that when I come up. Yeah. 100%. But we got to figure out, like, because there's so many things we want to do, you know. We got to figure out, like a list, you know, of priority, I guess. I think the how to be made podcast needs to happen. Yeah, I think so. It's kind of like, we're kind of doing one right now, actually, because I'm actually broadcasting and you're on speaker now. I doubt they can hear you properly because of the phone quality. But yeah, this is a podcast. Well, how many people are watching? On my last count, I think there was 4. Not many. I'm not a big shot on YouTube, sadly. It's alright. There's only 2 watching, actually, but that's cool. Well, so 2 people dropped off. That's outrageous. Yeah, well, you know, yeah. It just is what it is. This fucking soda that I had was really yum. Tell me about it. Tell me about how delicious this soda was. Ooh, passion fruit mango. And was it carbonated? It must have been. It's soda, yes? It was, yeah. Yeah. So I watched them make it. They, like, put, like, the mango chunks yep. in. They put passion fruit pulp in. They put mint leaves. Yep. Yeah. And then they got mango and passion fruit syrup on top, and then they filled it up with club soda. That's sick. We've got a soda stream at home, so I could probably do something very similar. Yeah, Natalie bought a new soda stream because our other one was a little bit funky. And then we just fill up the bottles with water, stick it in the machine, and she fills the gas up herself, the tank. So it's not a big deal if we run out of gas. And then there's always carbonated soda ready to go, which is great. It's because it's like Coca-Cola but healthy.
Yeah, that's brilliant. But this thing, like, it was like the perfect thing to like cut through the heat
Yeah.
of the soup on a hot day, you know?
Oh,
Like,
perfect combination.
It's like 30, it's 30-something degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot.
And like I went and got fucking hot beef noodle soup, you know, like.
Yeah. And you know that they say that that's the way.
To only do it on a hot day.
To have like hot liquids on a hot day, they reckon it's actually good for hydration somehow. Or maybe because it makes you sweat and it removes like the impurities out of your body. Darkness. What's up, Dad? What happened, bloody?
Sorry. I don't know how to switch off this one. No one answered the phone. I want to switch off.
Oh.
Can't stop it, you know?
Pull down the green bar.
Yeah?
And then there's the red one.
Oh, shit.
It's alright. I've got your back. I know.
I want you to find out.
Yeah.
This one I paid the register or not. I haven't paid it, you know. That means I can't.
I can check for you.
Can you check it for me?
I can check for you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, please. Can you check it now?
When did you get this letter?
Oh, I don't know. I just put it here, you know.
Due date October.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is a while ago.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, I'll check.
Check it, right?
Yeah.
No, I have to make up, not to make sure I can go in tonight, you know.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep. I'll check.
Yeah, can do it?
Yep.
Alright.
Hey, I'm unpacking the car of groceries. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump on your stream.
Yeah, do it. Do it. This is a good stream. It's got all sorts of awesome interruptions.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright. There.
I'll speak to you later.
There. 8. ISJ 888.
Call ended.
ISJ 888. Such. Yeah, it's paid.
Oh, it's paid then?
Yeah.
Or can I have a
Wait a minute,
the
though.
payment numbers and write it down there?
I don't know the payment number, but
Paid, is it? Okay, that's all right.
hold on.
Sorry, yeah.
No, it's not paid.
Huh? Paid or not paid?
No, it's not paid. Wait, I think. That's interesting. When does it expire?
Or either way I can find out ring out and talk
Yeah.
about them.
Results for a registration current. Yeah, it's paid. It's paid until the end of the year. You're good.
Pay end of this.
Yeah.
21, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're good. No worries. That one's paid.
Yeah, no, I just write it down. Otherwise, you know, worries me, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to put the date there as well?
Yeah.
11, 12, 20, 21. Okay.
Sometimes
Sounds
you know,
good.
but no number, I don't know, you know. Sorry.
No, it's alright. No stress.
This is giving me stress, you know.
Nah, no need to stress.
Because I hate this government.
It's not. The government's alright.
Yeah.
Okay. This bloody government, motherfuckers, they always rip me off. They're alright. I like them. I don't like them, but I'm happy, you know? I'm happy with the Australian government. I'm satisfied. I feel like I have not much to worry about, you know? Alright, it's perfect. It's perfect, the animation. So what I've just done is I extended the amount of wriggle that the girl does so she doesn't just freeze in time with the snake thing. Bene, molto bene. If there's one change I'll make, it's maybe to add like a second tone to this fire. Like so. Watch. something that's kind of like it's hinting that there's someone in there burning, you know what I mean? At least you don't have to worry about the chaotic American government. That's right, I don't have to worry about the chaotic American government. I do hope that now Americans don't have to worry about that either. Now they got a new government. You know, a new government, a boring government. I feel like government, like politics should be boring. Jesus Christ, the phone doesn't stop. Wow. Alright, what's going on? You're on live stream I'm on live on YouTube. Wow. That's right. Wario.
Yeah, check the big poo. I sent the link to it.
Alright. Okay.
Show your stream what you're making.
What am I making? Who's...
What?
Is this...
Oh, no, he's on a live stream. Oh, yeah, like what? Say again.
Who's saying what?
Oh, no, Katie's just yelling.
Why?
Yelling at me.
About
I
the...
was doing it on the phone with you, I don't know why.
About the poos?
Yeah, that's it. You click on the big poo. You don't have to, you can just play the game normally.
I will. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna, I need to get onto, what's it called? Facebook, yes?
Yeah, I'll, show you stream the shit game.
Alright, I will. Alright, Facebook Messenger.
I'll call you later to get Flash 12 set up, because I don't need it right now. I think we're gonna eat some food and stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna fully use it. And I'm gonna, I'm gonna pull the code out of the frames and, put it into... Because I've got a lot of code in different clips, and it's annoying to open and close them. Yeah.
You can just have the include, and then you just know where the files are. It's easier.
Bingo! Oh, ho, ho, ho. You know what that's from?
No, I don't.
That's Luigi in Mario Kart 64 when he hits someone. He's like, bingo! Ho, ho, ho. Yeah. Alright, so this is I'm showing them the shit game now.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll probably start spawning a layer in level 3-ish, maybe, I don't know.
Sweet.
Unless you get unlucky.
I'll be alright. Oh, has this got the new art in it?
Yeah, it's got the big poo art.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. Alright, here I go. I'm playing it now.
Well, when I woke up, I quickly added it.
Fuck yeah. So the poos are coming. I'm throwing rocks at them. I'm stopping the poos. This is so far so good. So far so good.
Protect the water. Protect the water.
I have to.
Yeah.
It's a destiny. It's a critical part of the mission.
Yeah.
Alright. So far it's all just normal poos. Oh, there's a big one. Fuck, he's so big. Oh, he's got rocks stuck in him. Got him.
Shit, yeah.
That's sick. It works well. It works well.
Yeah. That's it. I just added the dead art to the spreadage. And then, yeah, just made a new thing for the big guy.
It's good. I love it.
Anyway, I'll let you go.
Alright.
Keep it on.
I want to get in another big one.
Ah, sick. You kill him dead.
Yeah, indeed.
Check the water.
You do need to get the ordering. Now they've got bigger poos, we need the ordering of the layers.
Yeah. Anyway.
Alright.
I'll give you a call later on.
Alright, bye.
Alright, catch you.
Alright, you hang up, because got hands.
What?
You hang up, because I got all my hands used.
Oh, yeah, easy, man. Alright, peace.
Cheers, bye.
Bye.
Call ended.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The big turds. Ooh, was that a bug? The big turds need 3 rocks to die. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so far so good. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, did I hit the keyboard only 5 times? Oh, what happened? Game over. No good. Got to try again. So this is my friend Steve, his game that he's working on. This is a sequel to a game that we worked on. Does anyone remember Throw Rocks at Shit? The classic Flash game that was front paged on Newgrounds? Well, this is kind of like a sequel. Steve's jumped onto the January Newgrounds Ruffle challenge as well. I am trying to also make art for this game while doing my own. Because Throw Rocks at Shit is... This is maybe even more important than the new game that I'm working on. It's making sure that Throw Rocks at Shit is as good as it can be. Fuck. We need to add in the shooting of the rocks. Because if I throw a rock down a lane, it's game over instantly, unless it hits a poo. But I feel like that's, it's too easy to make that mistake. So I feel like if you hit space again, it should remove the rock. So you can accidentally make the mistake and then hit space and remove and destroy it and keep going. I think that'll be a good idea. Good work, Steve. Very good. Very, very good. Okay. Back to Arms of Wings Untitled Project. And now the bulging also happened to the inner second tone. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good animation. Hey, is that Hank J. Wimbledon? I don't understand the joke. Boom. Alright, exciting. Exciting. Okay, what now do I need? What now is the most important to work on? We've got a new enemy that needs to he needs an attack animation. I suppose that's important. And he needs an idle, I suppose, as well. So here's the run. He's running. That's what he looks like when he runs across. Whee! Okay, now as for an attack. Oh, son of a bitch. Fuck yeah. His body, like this, pulls his arm, his weird tentacle arm back. This part kind of goes like that. You still see oh, this fucking dog, why won't it shut up? I don't know if you guys can hear it, but got a dog in the backyard that's just whining. Spike, 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 spike. Armed with bow. Maybe that's what the game is called. Armed with bow. It shouldn't be armed with wings because, like, the bird's not in this game. I don't think wings are really gonna be a theme in this game. The character in the key art, she does have feathers on her shoulder, but that's about it. I'm just trying to hint by having the feathers that it's like this is an Armed with Wings related project. Now there's the sword. Head is bobbed down a little bit. Shoulder. Oh, fucking shut the fuck up, dog. Guy looks damn mean. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's like some kind of demon snake. So, fuck. Stop, you fucking dog. Why is the dog running around? Ugh, Christ. Okay, so I don't like the position of the arm. Yeah, maybe like that. That's probably better. Now let's have him kind of lean forward as he begins to lunge. One more frame of anticipation. That's what it's called, an animation term. Oh, anticipation is when we stretch out the animation before it kind of changes, before the movement kind of meaningfully changes. So it's just like hanging. So this frame is only like 2% different from the frame before it, like that. And now let's put the head. The body kind of twists. And he smear as he throws his sword arm forward. Let's get those spikes on his back. And now let's rough out those tentacle things. Cool. And now do a cleaner version of the that frame. Spikes. Body catches up a little bit. The stomach area. More clearly draw the sword without the smear. Yeah, that's nice. Now I'm going to have him hold this pose for another frame. Similar pose. So let's do the drag. After the quick swiping action, there should be a bit of drag. 2, 3, 4. Pull one frame back. Okay. Drop that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. Boom. Stab. And now I've got to get him back into
You,
his normal position.
you going out have a dinner tonight?
Yes, that's right. Yep.
Yeah, so I don't have to worry.
No, you don't have to make anything.
No, I still got the mango chicken there.
Yeah.
I can try.
I'll try it. Yeah. And now spikes. Gotta reset the position of all this stuff. Have him pull his sword arm back in. I'll have him do it kind of quickly, so I'll just draw some blurry lines. That should be enough. Yeah. Stab. 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 Convert layer to symbol. Should be a movie clip, and it should be called Charger. Because that's what he is. He charges. Charger anim. Haha. There we go. Sweet. Now to do the color. Do 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 do. It's basically just tracing the outline like that. Now, how should he kill her, I wonder? So he's obviously going to stab her through her stomach, and then I feel like he should lift her up, and then a similar kind of fiery boom. I feel like there's always a fiery boom for the death, because I need something powerful that snaps you into this idea here, where like you're in like a spacey void after an explosion, just kind of like floating around, being like, oh shit, do I retry, do I quit, what do I do?
Did you send me the photo? I didn't look at that, I don't know. Oh, is it? I have a check, yeah. Did I have that?
You need me to help?
Yeah. No. Oh, is it? Can you see actually it's a photo for me?
Yeah.
She's on the phone as well too.
Hi Ash.
Hey Dan, how are you?
Hold on just a tick. Alrighty. Yeah, some kind of slash, impact slash, I think would be pretty sick. That would be pretty sick. I feel like if anyone's played Smash Bros with Byleth and how he's got that charging up the bow, a really powerful B attack, I want to have something exactly like that in this game as well. Okay, that's all the grey. Now I'm going to colour in the eyes and then lastly the tentacles. It's 1 eye, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. Now sample the colour for the tentacles. Okay, here we go. Tentacle. Great thing about this art style is that I can just be rough, you know. There's no real need to correct any mistakes. It's great. The whole idea, it's like a sketchbook come to life, except it's like more like a vector art sketchbook. Okay, there's the stub. Okay. Attack is done. Now I need the complete attack where he actually connects with the main character. I will quickly challenge that in the animation folder. Now I need the girl idling. Gotta give her a name as well. Damn it, so many things to do. Also, he's gonna be bigger in the actual game. How much bigger is the question? He will be 1.9. No. 1.2 times bigger, roughly. Okay. Starting from this attack. It's like all 119.2. Lock that in. Son of a bitch. Okay. Bigger. 119.2. Bigger. Bigger. I'm just going through all the animations, selecting all the frames and making them all a bit bigger. Including this one, or is that alright, that size? That one's okay. Attack, run, die, spawn. Spawn needs to be increased. Spawn feels like it's too small. And then that would be it, right? Spawn too small? Fuck, I can't tell. Alright, bugger it. Let's give it a shot. 119.2. Bigger. So, spawns. Spawns, and then snaps straight into this animation. Yeah, that feels right. Alright, cool, cool, cool. These two, so stab. Stab. Right here, we create a new animation, so it would be an impact frame, I think. I think we would. What we would see is kind of like something like this. Right, dung, 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 dung. And then I think I need to just add a couple more scribbles. Like so. Oh, making my screens wobble. $5.15. Or would it get bigger, maybe? Maybe that's what needs to happen. The impact would actually become kind of bigger. Quicker, perhaps. Screen. And we would see her now off balance because she's got a sword running through. Running through her. Oh, my back. What is the name of this game? Mr. Twister Oxyster. Okay. I don't have a name locked in yet. I have a few ideas for a name. But I don't think I'm ready to disclose my ideas for a potential game title just yet. I feel like I know what I'm going to call it, but I won't say. It is, however, a Armed Wings game. Well, it takes place in the world of Black Mist. So. And now, impaled by the enemy. feel like he's going to drag her a little bit. Like, you know, he'll push her forward as he's doing this. Because he's got a lot of momentum. Alright. Boom. Now, have her legs, have her body, her middle part of her body is pushed back more by the impact of the stab, and her limbs stretch out further as she's moving back faster. Ponytail is now being pulled backwards as well. This guy is also pushed forward. Yeah, something like that. This impact frame could use a bit of work, so maybe it starts thin. And then it does get thicker, but just to kind of play with that shape a little bit. Maybe if it's quicker. I don't think like this needs to be very quick, just stab. And it might not even need that one, it's just one line. Pixanani, perhaps there should be an interpolative frame where he's turning towards her rather than facing her immediately after the attack lands. It'll be interesting to see armed with wings with ranged focused combat. I don't think that's happened before. You're correct, it has not happened before. You mean you've never played Vandia and rearmed and spammed ice bolts? Oh yeah, well, that's true. Yeah. But yeah, this is totally... let me show you guys the game. I'll give you as a bit of a preview. So here we go. Enemies, enemies. I'm gonna jump around and try and avoid them. I got captured by that guy. See, that's where the new animation that I've worked in today will come in. He wraps himself around you and then fire. Shoot, 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 shoot. And you can also do some sword attacks, but I do want to limit the amount of attacks you can do. I want to have like kind of like an ammo system per se. So you have a X amount of arrows you can shoot and X amount of sword attacks you can do, and they just recover over over time, replenish. Oh, bastard, he got me. That's a little preview of the game. Looks great. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe have limited arrows but regenerate for each sword kill, and have the sword's range get smaller and smaller until you get a bow kill. Yeah, something along these lines that you've suggested, Fixer. I think that's a good idea. Some kind of resource balancing thing where one replenishes the other. It's not a bad idea. I'm definitely going to try something like that, if not exactly that. Sword still going through her, obviously. Lower his arm a little bit. Slightly change the angle which she's penetrated. I think that was a little bit too much. Need it to be a little bit more similar, but I'll make it so it's pulled back in a little bit, maybe something like that. Boom. of thing where he like kind of like lifts her up. Who would win in a fight between Bowgirl and Lone Warrior pre-resurrection? Lone Warrior. Yeah. Not to say that Bowgirl isn't like super awesome. She is. She's totally awesome. Even though I'm fully drawing her getting murdered right now. But yeah, she's definitely awesome. But I don't think she is quite as I don't think she's quite as awesome as Lone Warrior. Lone Warrior is pretty awesome. He's kind of also rising from the ground a little bit. Pretty sure Lone Warrior has more health. Yeah, well, this is a one-hit kill, this game. Now, that's not because she's so weak that she gets killed in one hit, but it's mostly because I want to do a simple game where it's just, you know, if you get hit once, that's it. It's over. In terms of the narrative, that means I'm going to, like, these enemies, they're not just your normal dark black mist creatures. They're more powerful variants. Because they've got to be able to, like, you know, justifiably take down Bowgirl in one hit. Look, Bowgirl's not like, you know, like a divine, like, warrior. She's definitely cool. And she's definitely, I want to make her kind of important. But she's not, like, fully, like, God mode tier or something. She might be more powerful than Nirvana, though. I reckon she's probably, like, when I think about her and Nirvana, I feel like Bowgirl's, like, maybe more powerful. She's not the most powerful female that I've created, though. There's a character that I've made that I haven't really shown or talked about. She just exists in sketchbooks like many of my other characters, but she's pretty sick. She's pretty powerful. I thought about making this girl that really, like, super powerful. Maybe. We'll see. I'm still writing this in my head as I make the game, which is the way that the best way it works for me. I'd love to be able to, like, sit and plan out the full, like, story and lore and all the characters and everything, but, like, it's just, that's actually really hard to do. Oh, son of a bitch. I drew this on the wrong layer. I'll just copy all the lines, because I really like the form. cape is in. Okay, would also balance out being able to do damage from afar. Yeah, like range, maybe similar how the sword swipe gets smaller, the shooting gets smaller as well. The range in which you can shoot gets smaller if you spam it. Does she beat Hawken? Yeah, I reckon she beats Hawken. This blood is going to turn into fire. Who is this bow girl anyway? I'm just a few minutes into the stream, have no idea who she is. Well, I don't really know who she is either. I've got some ideas in my head about who she is, and what she's doing. I feel like she doesn't live in the same era as Lone Warrior or Leo. But she won't be like thousands of years before or after them, but not in the same, maybe not in the same lifetime. I feel like she's crossing. She's like a nomad, not a nomad, but she's trying to get somewhere, and she has to cross a dangerous terrain. Or another idea is that she's defending someone. There's someone who's sort of kind of captured, trapped in some kind of black flame. And she can't necessarily pull her friend out of the black flame, but there's an onslaught of enemies that is coming for both of them, and so she's defending her friend who's stuck from all the monsters. That's an idea. I feel like this is probably going to end tragically. I'm not sure how this narrative-wise this idea will play out, like what the result will be. Like, is this her final battle? Possibly. Oh wow, I'm so happy with this animation. This is good. This is good. Time to yeah, add a little bit of the color, I think. Probably remove these. Keyframe, 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 keyframe. I've toyed with the idea of introducing Nebula in this game because I've had him around for so long, and as a character that hasn't ever appeared in the games, he's been so much artwork I've done that I posted. I feel like it's time to use Nebula. I feel a bit bad using him on such a small game, but why not? At the same reason, like maybe I should pull out the Nebula card and have him be like, you know, kind of like the like a character, not necessarily like a boss or anything, but he's sort of responsible for this onslaught of enemies. I feel like that might be the way to go. $5:40, so it's almost 6. Once it's 6 o'clock, I need to get ready for dinner because I'm leaving at 7. Yeah, so I've got 20 minutes left on this stream, guys, before I have to go and attend to other matters. Poor girl. I feel bad drawing her getting murdered. Next thing I do, I need to add her new powerful attack, the charging bow shot. I think that's something that I should do. That way I can like feel good about her kicking butt. Her getting lifted. Now, fucking bad guy, he needs some color. Also, so Nebula may make his first appearance. That is cool. Although I recall seeing some rough animation of him battling with Vandia Lauder. What about those? Yeah, that was some practice animation I did. I put that one on Newgrounds, I think. It was like an armed wing sizzle reel of rough animation. That's what the game is going to kind of look like, those animations, actually, which is so exciting. But yeah, I think it's time. I think I should put Nebula in. So there might be a cinematic at the beginning and at the end where Nebula's, you know, kind of just there. He's probably will act as the narrator to, like, you know, let the player know what's happening. He'll say things like, you've come to this place. This is where the monsters that I make are, you know, gonna kill you today. Ha ha ha. And she's all like, no, I gotta defend my friends. Or something, you know, something to that effect. I mean, hopefully much cooler than that, but something to that effect. Stubbity stub. I did do a couple of drawings of Nebula. Oh, I hope I can find those sprites. I hope I didn't delete them. If I did, that sucks. I was at my friend's place and I did some Nebula sprite drawings. secondary color for the enemy. These black tentacle things, which I've accidentally done as the light grey in this frame. It's okay. It'd also be nice to get an upgrade system in, so the more you play, the you get bonuses, like, you know, more attacks or longer range or double shot, triple shot, or, you know, hit left and right at the same time with the sword. I feel like it's only worth, I mean, ultimately I'd like to have like, I don't know, maybe like 10 different upgrades, and then like multiply that by 5 different like levels for each upgrade. I feel like that would be pretty cool. That's enough variance to give, you know, keep players playing for more than 5 minutes. Nebula does appear in, I did do a comic with Nebula appearing, although I don't know if I released it. He didn't appear in Contra. At the start, he was in the start of Contrast, I think. There was this weird scene. I can't remember Contrast, honestly. Okay, now for the black fire. Black blood fire thing. It's totally not black. There we go. Stab. For the record, I love animation. I love it so much. It's really just so good. I mean, I'm sure that's obvious to all of you, anyone who follows me, that I like animation, seeing as that's like fully what I do and what I've been doing for like most of my life, really. Before I was doing computer animation, I was drawing little flipbook things in the corner of my textbooks for school. I missed some frames with this black stuff. I must have. Okay. Yeah, I've missed some in-betweens. So there we go. This one needs to be redrawn. Nebula showed him stuff when he met Andre, I think. Yeah, he kind of like fixed his arm or something like that. Andre was like getting all sorts of bullied. Okay. 5:49, so end the stream pretty soon. Bastard. Come here. Alright, so made some good progress today. That's a fairly complex animation involving two characters and an elemental effect. Stab lift. Stab lift explosion. That's what's going to happen. I might be able to reuse the explosion that I did previously. Which character did I do that for? I did that on Hero Diver ME1, so that's fun to watch. Boom. And something kind of similar for this stab lift. Stab lift boom. Yeah. It's getting there, and I must end the stream now because I have a dinner to get to in the city, and it's going to be nice. I'm meeting with some friends and family, and we're going to, like, you know, bring our people together and have a good time. Someone dropped in Evershadow. Oh, Evershadow. What kind of new game moment are you making? I'm making something that's really cool. If you watch the screen now, you'll see it's like you run around, you shoot enemies, and you die pretty easily, but you can retry and you can cut them up, cut them and shoot them because you're a bow and arrow. You're an archer. You're a bow girl. She can shoot bow. She can shoot arrows. She's pretty cool. That's the game. More on it later. I must go now, so I will see you all